I'm going. Hello, testing 1 2, ladies and gentlemen. Special episode.
Check.
Episode 157. We're live from the Goodhart firm. Mark upped his sponsorship level to the maximum possible contribution. He now hosts the podcast at his law firm. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
And also, I'm Jesse Rendell. This is Mike Meach.
Good
Tom
evening.
Henneman's in the house. Tommy, how are you doing?
Good.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
like the Bat Cave for Dave Parker.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, rec rap.
I was like, it would be good to have some Philadelphia stuff, but we got a lot of Parker. We got Kobe over here. We might need to rotate the setup so we get the Kobe jersey in here. But we're just getting accustomed to the new digs, and it's nice. It's cozy.
Very homey in here. It's a homey feel.
Now, I got a full disclosure. We are drinking some beers from the year 2023.
Might be very sick tomorrow.
Mark, being a lawyer, has disclaimed any sort of liability, for that. He let us know.
That's what you guys had to sign. Okay.
It could be a real issue, but we're just going to let it rip because that's what we do. And by the way, if anyone's out there listening to this or watching this, can you just tell me if it sounds okay? Because we haven't done this setup yet, and I'm just not sure it's even going to work.
Or if you could hear us at all.
So fellas, it's been a little while. We last week, I just want to make sure people understand. We're not ducking. We weren't ducking the sweep conversation, right? I know the Flyers lost and the Sixers lost, and I wanted to address it, but signals were crossed. There was a lot going on. Couldn't make it happen last week. All right. Now, I did say in promoting this episode that we are going to ignore those things completely moving forward.
No podcast. I had to go on Twitter to talk about them, and I got into some heated conversations.
All right. Well, we might have to address it. Teef says you live, you got, which I think
that's
means
good.
I think it means you live, you hot. You know what I mean? I think he
Appreciate it, Teef.
that's a WIP reference.
Have
I
a new
think,
handle.
there. Hot, damn it.
No longer tall
Yo,
Teef.
at
He's now
zero
this.
Teef.
O'Teef.
Yo, thanks, Teef, for checking us out.
Or,
Teef, you're gonna
O'Teef.
have to come down here to the Goodhart firm and
He can't fit in here.
check it out. Yeah, well, he can chill over here. We got a whole kitchen. We got lots of fun stuff to do. You get some legal advice. You never know.
Be ducking the whole time.
Kill a couple
Got some
birds with one
dishes
stone.
to do.
Get some dishes to do from 1994. Anyway, so
Think.
look, there's a lot going on this summer. We got Memorial Day weekend coming up. Can't believe it. And a lot going on this summer. We got the Semiquincentennial. Did you guys figure out how to say that yet?
You know what? Thanks to you, and I wanted to thank you.
Yeah.
You're the only reason I know how to say that properly, because I've said it improperly every single time I've brought it up, and you've corrected me every single time. So thank you. I now feel much
If you just
more educated.
Here's
when
the way
I'm
I
Can you
speaking to
say it
others.
one more time?
here's the way I feel about the term.
Semiquincentennial.
And this
It's
is
not
for,
the semi-sesquicentennial.
Nope.
No, for everybody that's out there and people are going to be asking you about this or whatever, you just got to go straight through. Semiquincentennial. Boom, just rock it. You know what I mean? You can't stop to think about it. So maybe memorize it, do a couple practices in the mirror, because it's going to become very important.
I'm just going to avoid it for the next couple months, and then I'll never have to speak of it again.
There you go.
And if anyone puts me into a corner, I'm just going to be like, happy 250th birthday, America.
I mean, that's another way to go. Be like, yeah, it's the 250th.
It's the
Yeah.
250.
That's all you
I
gotta
just
do.
called it the 250. I mean, it's interesting that there's
250.
such a long name for 250 years, because that doesn't feel like that long. Like when we get to 1,000 years, how long is the name of that going to be?
What about 4 score?
Well,
and
it's no
17
longer
years?
centennial. Wouldn't it turn into millennial or
Because
something?
centennial is the 100.
This is the part of the podcast where you learn that we're really not all that smart. I see Keith's checking in.
Because
Thank
we had
you,
him
Keith.
fooled till then.
Appreciate you, buddy. The homies are in the chat. Appreciate you. Where's Fink? Fink is supposed to be joining. We'll see. And Rocky had his anniversary, and I didn't have the heart to tell him.
Happy anniversary, lovebirds.
He needed to be here.
Fink might be buried under a few boxes of Lissio's rolls.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You know what's interesting is Lindsay actually texted me today, and she goes, I hope Rock brings me to the podcast for my anniversary, but
Yeah.
he didn't get the memo.
That's a good heart for him. Nah, not happening.
It would have been romantic. They could have had the whole upstairs to themselves.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to talk
There's
about?
a couch in my office.
Do you want to talk about the fact that the Knicks railroaded us and the fans took over? Should we just ignore that completely? You think we
I'm
should talk
tired
about
of talking about that.
You know,
it was expected.
I do want to say one thing about it, because I thought I came up with a good comparison, and I didn't even waste it on Twitter. But because I was saying after the Sixers lost to the Knicks in a very embarrassing fashion, where they pretty much held a
Again?
congregation and yelled "fuck Embiid" in the concourse of our building, which is just it's rotten. I mean, that's a hard thing to watch.
We've never done anything rotten as a fan.
No,
Go ahead.
but I said I think I would have rather lost to Boston than be subjected to that. And people were telling me I'm nuts. Coming back from 3-1 is like generational. And I guess what you could compare it to, if you're looking at a cross sport comparison, I thought maybe like how after we won the 4th and 26 game, and then the next week we scored 3 points against Jake Delhomme and the Carolina Panthers. Like that is the only cross sport comparison. But at least the Sixers made it to an NFC Championship game that year, and they've, they were never faced in a situation. I mean, the Eagles.
Does the fact that we were a 7th seed change your opinion at all?
No, because I'll be honest with you.
7th seed being a 2 seed
After the Sixers beat the Celtics, everyone around here was predicting that the Sixers were going to win in 6, and I thought it was like I
was not.
I couldn't believe there were almost nobody picked the Knicks around here, from my vantage point.
So they're down 3-0. See, I wasn't offended by how that went down when they swept us in game 4, because we're down 3-0. And I think I told you this. I sold my tickets, and I guarantee you that a Sixers fan did not buy them, because I couldn't
and
have
everyone
even,
else.
No,
Don't
but
be ashamed.
I couldn't have even given those
dare
tickets.
you.
I actually tried to give them away.
Yeah.
I could not even give them
Did you?
away.
I would have felt bad to
On
watch a
Mother's Day.
Sixers fan. I would have felt bad to watch a Sixers fan in that environment. It's not right. You had to feel like almost scared in your own building
I
that
would
you were
have
going to
wanted
get
to be there with my
attacked
children.
by rabid Knicks fans who saved $10,000 by not going to MSG.
I've been there in the regular season Knicks games with my kids, and to have them look at me and be like, why is it so loud? Like, I don't even feel like having that conversation.
Okay, but here's the thing. We got to keep it real, okay? Because we love more than anything, and I've been a part of this multiple times. We love more than anything going on the road in the NFL and taking over. And all we talk about is how we invaded. We go to California, whether it's Chargers or it's the Rams. We love taking over, right? Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes, like when I went to see them play the Miami Dolphins during the Wentz era, we got boat race from the beginning. That's not fun. But look, they came in, they paid the money. Now, you talk about, is that the fans' fault selling their tickets? Here's what I know. We've been through this up and down situation with Embiid for so long. And for me, I told you guys before, when they, there were times this season when he looked so good that I was like, maybe there's a chance, right? But when he got the appendicitis and he had to have the appendectomy, that's when I was like, forget it, right? He's not coming back. He can't come back from this, even if he does. What are we talking about, right? Well, lo and behold, what happens? He comes back, they win. He plays that game against the Celtics. The way he played in that game, you're literally thinking like, I don't see how he can keep this going, but you're just like on a wing and a prayer.
Well, he
right?
can't.
And by the way, so at that point, you're holding out hope. Then they say he's out for game 1, right? At which point I'm like,
Game 2.
Game
Was
2,
game
yeah.
two?
Game 1 he played in, and they got
right,
killed.
right. Game 2, he's out after getting killed in game 1. And it's just like, here we are again. This is the reality situation. At that point, after you get your ass kicked in game 1, and then he's out in game 2, as a fan, you know what's going to happen. And I guess maybe you could blame the fans for kind of turning tail a little bit and not wanting to be down there when it goes down, when you're going to get your ass kicked. I don't blame them.
The only way to prevent this is if the Sixers win. They have to win these games. If they beat the Knicks, and all of those Knicks fans who came and paid their money had to get back on a train after a loss and sulk their way back, that's what you live for. That would have been cool. But they didn't even fight. Like it was embarrassing. It was an embarrassing effort.
And as a fan, after watching them, they're likely just going to roll over and die. So to your point, they got to show they're not going to do that. We did see in the Boston series, they actually did that. There were times in that series it looked like it was the same old story. They gave us hope, but then they killed our hope again with those first couple games.
And
So-
here's another.
Embiid said he was going to buy my tickets if I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And then
No, for you to. to go?
No, if I didn't want to go.
He was going to
So I didn't sell
he was
them
going
to
to
Knicks
supplement you
fans.
with the money that you would have
Yeah.
made.
Well, see, yeah,
But then, I
that's
tried
the
to get a hold
interesting
of
question.
them, and
I don't think that's what he meant. He meant like, if you need money selling them, I'll just give you money and you go to the
Yeah.
He didn't mean.
He didn't
like,
mean
I'll buy.
he'll buy your
tickets.
tickets.
Same thing. Where's the money?
Either way, he was just being. I mean,
he didn't want Knicks fans there. So like,
it was an obvious joke. I do feel bad. But here's another thing I brought up on Twitter. There is no way that you in such a short amount of time, which was the NBA playoffs, 2 months where you play 25 games maybe. Embiid can't play all these games. It's so physical in the playoffs. You have to play every other day. It's never going to happen. Even if he comes in completely healthy, his body can't keep up with that. And the sooner you come to that realization, the better, because it's not good for your teammates. It's not good for Maxey when he's unsure of what his role is. Like there was that one game against Boston, I think it was. He shot 3 shots the whole first half because he doesn't know what his role is. One day he's the go-to guy. The next day it's iso ball with Joel Embiid and he's standing in a corner. I don't know. They got to figure something out, and they better get a GM who knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah. And, by contrast, not to change the subject completely, but with the Flyers losing, everyone's like, no big deal. You had a great time, Briere.
They did.
We love you guys. It's going to be great.
And did you see all the injuries after the playoffs of all their guys? Like, it was like lacerated spleen, detached forearm. Like these were insane injuries, and they went through the entire series.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm upset that Rocky's not here because he and I were going at it on our text chain because I said that the way the Flyers went down was totally different than the Sixers. I was like, they look like they belong. They took 2 of the 4 games to overtime. You could argue, I don't want to say should have, because no one should win when they lose, but could have won. They could have been a 2-2 series very easily. And he had the exact opposite opinion. He's like, what do you mean they got swept? Sixers got swept. Same thing. But I think if
it's
you
obviously
not. It's not.
The mood out of both fan bases, which are the same people, is totally different.
I don't think so. The Flyers fan, I think that's a much more. They're real fans. They have Sixers are probably the least of the core 4. I mean, the Sixers fan base is probably the most transient and kind of comes and goes. Flyers are ride or die forever, and
Flyers probably have the most fans that don't really care as much about the other sports.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
They get it. And also
A lot
the
of
Flyers.
I think the Sixers have the
New
most
Jersey.
fans that are there to be there, not necessarily there for the game.
Right. They're there to be at the shift club underneath and see
Get
and be seen.
shifty.
Yeah.
I remember one time being in the shift club. We were playing the Celtics, and it wasn't even halftime. We were down by like 40 points. It was a regular season game, and we just never came out.
Yeah,
That was fun.
my wife got tickets to a Flyers game this year, and we went to the shift club in the first period, and it was like 2-0 right away. And we never went back in the game. We spent the
It's
entire
cool down
game.
there.
It
You
was
never
like-
know who you're going to run
it was
into. You
free
always
drinks,
see people you know.
World be free.
Iverson will be down there. Yeah.
My son got a picture last time he went with Skepta. Is that his name? Skrilla, the 6'7"
Skrilla?
guy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Skepta. Is that like a SEPTA
No,
hybrid?
Skepta's a British rapper.
I thought
is
Skepta
Yeah.
was the mascot of SEPTA.
Yeah, me too.
Before we get off of basketball, did you see James Harden getting absolutely abused? I felt, and I've hated on Harden for his lack of willingness to play defense, but the way they hunted him as they erased a 22-point deficit was just absolutely.
As a coach, after the third time,
humiliating.
you call a timeout.
I know. How
and
do
you
let
either
that happen?
double him so he gets the ball out of his hand. That's not James Harden.
It was
That was almost like they embarrassed him.
They did. That's what I'm saying. As much as I've hated on him,
too.
Yeah,
I
but,
felt
but
it
you
is,
could,
but
you
it's
could
not
do that to a lot of defenders in the NBA who
correct.
are star
I
players.
felt bad for him.
And I don't even.
9 straight nine possessions.
But he's extra bad. I mean,
Yeah,
But I don't
no,
think
he's
it's
horrible.
at this
But
point-
he needs help. Just to leave him on an island for 9 straight plays is a bad team.
Unbelievable.
strategy.
I also think at this point it's not an unwillingness to play D; it's an inability to play D.
Right.
Like he may not have been willing when he could have,
Dude,
but at this point in his career,
Jalen
he's
Brunson's-
unable to play defense on Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson's
Mikal
hard to cover. I don't know
Bridges.
if you'll watch any basketball.
Oh, he's a killer, man.
No, I'm
And
not.
He's
Yeah.
clutch and he
He's
has
unbelievable.
great body control. He's an absolute gangster.
Yeah.
We
man.
need,
You know, should have gone to Temple.
Maxey has obviously utilized his unparalleled quickness and shiftiness to create some offense.
What's the age difference between the two? Do you know?
I mean, it's got to be
4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Really?
I would like to see him develop a little bit of that, start-stop game. It's annoying, but he turns it into so many fouls. He turns it into like easy buckets, getting into the paint. I think, and I love Maxey, but it was interesting. I forget we were having a debate about this on some text thread about whether he's more of a Batman or a Robin. And that's a tough conversation. I think if he develops some of the tenacity that
I've never seen Maxey take someone one-on-one in an ISO like a Brunson could do. I don't think I've ever seen it.
Well,
He
Maxey-
might take you to the rim.
well, he can do a step back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like his game is from the through. Like when he
It's a
goes
slash. Or,
yeah, he's either attacking the basket or shooting step backs. That's
yeah, you're right.
he's got a nice little side step where he shoots like
Yeah.
18 footers.
And
But
he-
for the most part, he's not
He might like get in
break you down.
Yeah, he
and
might get in the lane and then do like a fadeaway or something,
Right.
right? But like Brunson with that, I mean, to me,
he
it's
plays
funny.
off 2 feet. Brunson. He's
When I was talking to my son about this, and not that I'm some sort of basketball coach, but the way I was thinking about it is like a lot of people think about getting by a guy as being like horizontal, right? Like I'm going to go right or left, and I'm going to get you to move one way and then go by you. But like really good players move in every direction, right? It's like start, stop, right, left. You know what I mean? And Brunson is like the best. He's probably the best in the
great,
NBA at
amazing,
that.
and you have to be at 6'1", and he doesn't have blazing
And it's
speed like
just-
Maxey.
And
He
I gotta
has to
say,
use that.
and this is why the Knicks team, obviously they're all Villanova guys, right? So it's kind of hard to hate on that anyway. But the way he plays, when he gets by you a little bit and then he slows down so that you like ride up his back and then he accelerates. I mean, the feel that it takes to do that. I mean,
he probably learned a lot of that shit when he played with Luka the first couple of years in Dallas. I mean, it's Luka's game that
it's amazing. Nah.
It's also it's amazing watching the Sixers, like especially when you watch them in live and you can see the whole court. The Sixers stand around on offense like
That's true.
unbelievably large portions of the game, which makes it harder for guys to do, if you want to say do what Brunson does, it makes it harder for Maxey because like you literally are creating like 5 defenders on one guy. The Knicks, they do ISO, but they move. And then all of a sudden Brunson's ISO'd and they create amazing space for him, but after the guys have moved, so the defenders actually fear that they have to play defense. The Sixers
they don't start in the
literally
corners.
just stand around.
Also, by the way, you know what that leads to? Rebounds. They have constantly out rebounded us, and that's because we're standing around the damn perimeter watching somebody do something. Anyway, point is this: that's enough love on the Knicks. I am.
Can we hate on Chet Holmgren
Wait,
for a minute too? As a 7-footer,
He actually balled out at points last night, dude.
Yo,
Wait, but
you
let's say
can't be
this.
7 foot
Hold
tall and watch Caruso guard.
I have to
Wemby.
ask you guys this question because I'm curious.
That was humiliating.
Who are you rooting for in the Cavs Knicks series? Does your hate for New York outweigh your hate for Harden, or where are you guys at on that?
Cavs.
You're rooting for Cavs?
Like I'm fine if they win.
But you don't want the Knicks to win.
You know what? It's interesting. I
kind of want the Knicks to lose in the
individual
finals,
players.
just to break their.
I like
spirit.
the individual players on the Knicks more, but I hate the idea of the New York Knicks winning.
I hate the idea of how many Knicks fans are in our spheres, and I'm sure you guys go through this, that I see regularly. Like, our kids playing the Dragons. It's a huge sports league. And one of the coaches the other day wore like a fucking Knicks jersey to the game.
It's gonna happen.
I want to be like, what kind of asshole are you?
He's
like-
riding with his team, man.
I know, but just out of principle. Like,
But
you
here's
just
the
don't
thing.
do that. You don't come.
Where were you 2 weeks ago with that jersey?
It was just. It was
Here's
weird.
why. Here's
wanted to
why I
beat
don't
him.
want.
There was
the
a mom
Knicks.
with a Knicks shirt too. I was about to roll
That's
up on
different.
her.
I know that I definitely don't want the Knicks to win the championship because of the fact that I know a lot of New York guys, and you can still go back to you haven't won a championship since 1970 or whatever. And I know what it's like to get off the schneid with the championships, like when the Eagles won, and it feels really good. And you really tend to hold that over other people's heads. I don't want them to do that to me. So I don't care if they make the finals, but I don't think either. We've talked, everyone is saying, and maybe everyone's wrong, but everyone is saying, whoever comes out of the West is going to win. And by the way, can we just, and I'm not even going to lie, I've been trying to watch these games. Like I woke up the other day and someone's like, the Wemby shot. I'm like, oh my God, I missed it last night. I tried to stay. I couldn't even stay. I'm terrible. It's pathetic. But
like the
Wemby thing is just, out of control. And, those teams seem to be fantastic. You guys think next year, too, Wemby's far and away the best player in the NBA? It's not even close.
I don't.
Well, it's interesting. Every morning on the way to school,
today.
My son, Ben, I don't say my son to you guys. He says, who do you think's better, Dad? Wemby or SGA? And I just keep saying SGA because I'm like, he's a back-to-back 2-time MVP. Like, you can't argue against that. And he's like, what? You're nuts. Wemby, blah, 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 blah. And I guess it's like, it's even hard to pick between the two. And they're very different players.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'll take either one of them.
For sure.
I just think the way Wemby changes the court defensively,
he impacts.
That's where the comparison ends, because I've seen Isaiah Hartenstein doing like teardrops from 13 feet away because this dude's arms are just so like you can't get near him, and it
totally changes.
It changes the game plan of the team you're playing. You don't even go near them because it's not worth it. So for that fact, but what I don't understand about Wemby, he should be more dominant offensively than he is. Like there's spurts where he doesn't even touch the ball on offense, and I just don't understand why. Like last night, I think he had 5 points in the first quarter, and he might have had 3 or 4 shots.
Stephon Castle's too busy turning the ball over. They don't have their point guard. Like that's not nothing. De'Aaron Fox understands how to utilize that. I mean, Castle's got 20 turnovers in 2 games. It's not a good look.
I think the sad part about all this is I don't know where the Sixers really fall into all this moving forward. It's
nowhere near either one of those two teams.
Thankfully, I will say, we have VJ Edgecombe, right? We got somebody in the mix in terms of a young guy who's going to be very, very good. And we got Maxey. So thank God for that. Because,
I saw someone tweet, they said if there weren't 12 teams tanking, the Sixers record would have been horrible. Like they're in reality, they're not a good team.
I said they should. Yeah, the fact that they were a 7 seed in a playoff team, if you actually watch them as a team, is a joke. It says a lot about the NBA. I just come back to, thankfully, I'm sure every well-qualified person thinks that the Sixers GM job is a great job.
Not. But guys, we came back from 3-1 against Boston.
I can't believe we spent this much time.
Hang the bell.
I know, we really did. Guys, this is supposed to be a preview of the summer. Let's talk about things that are coming down the pike that we're excited about. And I will get to the Phillies in a minute. But I want to go back to the Semiquincentennial because you see
stop showing off.
I'm just saying, stop showing off my tongue. I'm very proud of the way I say it. You got to just let it roll.
To say it.
No, but there's a lot of good stuff coming down the pike here for us. We're very lucky to have this happening here in the birthplace of liberty and freedom. Starting with the All-Star festivities, right? And I feel like it's almost like sneaking up on us. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal. And we're gonna have the home run derby, the game, lots of other stuff. I was just wondering if you guys were excited. Who's going? What's going on? Amici, I know you were mentioning give people information on the activities because you were talking about you got tickets to the thing. Jay, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah,
what's happening?
The All-Star weekend, they have the thing down at the convention center. I forget what the hell it's called, but they'll probably have the radar gun. You could there's a fence. You could pretend you're robbing a home run.
That's either going to be really cool or so lame.
They're going to have some cool stuff for kids. It's not going to be like cool for adults, probably.
All-Star Village.
All-Star Village.
Boom.
And there's going to be a bunch of old Phillies there, I guess, signing autographs and
Von Hayes.
He'll be one of them. He's on the list.
I flied out to
and it's like 4 days long.
True story.
Tickets are like $35, but I don't know. I put a tweet out a couple weeks ago.
Not if you're friends with Meech.
There's a Capital One thing, and I saw all the tickets are back Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Sold out?
No, they're back. They're available.
Oh,
wait. What do you mean by that?
You go to the All-Star Village page, and there's a section because Capital One sponsors it. Yeah. Capital One sponsors it, and you can click claim tickets for if you're a Capital One card holder. But you don't have to put your card number in. All you got to do is put the first 6 digits in, which is kind of universal for every Capital One card holder. They have the first 6 digits.
I didn't have to. I know he's always got.
So
So he
I
gave
didn't
you
have
the
to-
first 6 digits?
Yeah, you type in
Oh, those were the 6
414709, and you can
Wait,
claim
tell
your
people
free
what
tickets.
it is again. Say it slow.
Go to the All-Star Village. Google All-Star Village. It'll take you to the page for tickets. And once you're on there, there'll be towards the bottom a little section that says free tickets. Claim free tickets if you're a Capital One card holder. Then you click that. It'll send you to another page where you got to put in the code. The code is 414709.
I did it, by the way. I did it.
And
You're not a Capital.
and you could get-
I actually am,
no,
but
And-
he gave us his, so it doesn't matter.
and you can get up to 4 tickets for any of the days. So
Amazing.
it's like $100 and some dollars.
I told the kids, they were like, "What's the convention center?" I'm like, it's a place where they have events.
I usually used to go there for the auto show, which is like
Flower
my favorite
show,
thing
too.
ever.
You guys ever go to the flower?
I've been to the flower show.
Comley School
I
went.
ain't going to the flower show.
Comley
Flower show
School
guy?
Flower
used
show's
to we used to do a trip to the flower show, which sounds kind of lame, but they would give you a paper and you would do like a scavenger hunt throughout it,
Mm.
and
That's
so it
cool.
gave you something to do. It was kind of
Yeah.
cool. And then my mom would usually chaperone,
Keep
and
going.
I'd make her buy me a bonsai tree like in Karate Kid. I didn't
That's
admit that, did I?
Beautiful.
And I think I killed it in like 4 days.
Daniel's son.
I would try and like cut it with those little toenail clipper scissors, like I was Ralph
Showing
Macchio.
Extreme dexterity. I would have been like, oh, cut off the whole
That's
damn
some
thing.
nerdy shit. I wish I didn't
That's good
admit.
times. That's good times. Okay, but in
Do you think
terms
they have
of
weed plants at the flower show now that it's
No.
legal?
that's a really good question. You would
No,
think that'd
they
be like a
don't.
marketing opportunity to get
Yeah.
some dispensaries involved. I'd be kind of surprised, but I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not the one to ask.
Smell great.
In terms of the main events, right? We got the home run derby and the games. Now it's funny because in talking to my son, all he cares about is the home run derby. I think the game is cooler. Just I like seeing all the best players on the same
Right.
field together. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. They went back to it meaning absolutely nothing, right?
Nothing.
Dictates nothing.
In fact, like these guys leave when they're out of the game after like the third
Right.
inning. They're
And,
like
like,
home before the game ends.
They play like no time. So maybe he's kind of right with this home run derby thing. What do you guys think? Where are you at with this?
I think that's just more a sign of the age. Like I think when we were younger, I would have loved to have seen the home run derby and to see everybody mashing. But now that I'm older, like
Yeah.
I think I'd share the same sentiment as you. It's like, oh, I want to see Shohei. I want to see Mike Trout. I want to see Skeens. I want to see this, whatever the hell that kid that shouldn't have got the All-Star nod last year over Sanchez that throws
The Miz,
50
Jacob
miles an hour. Yeah, yeah.
Mizrachi or something.
Yeah.
Strikes out 40% of the batters he faces.
In hindsight, he deserved it.
Still didn't deserve it. That was bullshit.
I think all All-Star games have pretty much become obsolete. Nobody gives a shit anymore. I mean, you watch these old baseball ones when Pete Rose was like barreling over the
Yes.
catcher. I mean, it's nothing like nobody to the point where they canceled the Pro Bowl. It's just a bunch of skill games, and you go on vacation if you're an NFL player.
It's annoying because as a kid, I remember like we used to like in my house, it was like the baseball all-star game was like a big
Yeah,
deal.
it was so
like
cool.
it was
Right.
awesome.
Huge.
And we would like
There was also no Netflix or video games, and there wasn't much to do. Listen,
well, and if the
I-
winning team each got $100,000, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And
I
now-
loved it when it, but it's never we're never getting that back. So just appreciate it for what it is. It's just a pretty much a highlight on the baseball, and they're showing off their stars for a weekend. But being in your city, I think you could take advantage of some cool shit happening.
Yeah.
I saw today, I don't know what it is. I tried to look it up and I got bored. It's some 3x3 tournament, and the captains of the 3 teams are Howard, Victorino, and Rollins. But it's
Wow.
like some
Talk to
they're
Victorino.
they're like
in there.
half-hour games where
Friend of the pod. Let's talk to Victorino.
Is
What
that
are they
on
doing?
Sunday? Is that with the Futures game?
yes,
Sunday?
it's on the same
But
day
like
as the
3-on-3
Futures game.
baseball, is that what you're saying?
I don't know. It's called 3x3.
Huh?
Look that up.
Look it up.
Interesting.
Look it up.
I do think now, like the home run derby is also different now. So like all the stars are there and they're all hanging. They like put couches on the field and
Yeah.
stuff. So I think that the home run derby, you do also get to like, you don't get to see those guys play, but you do get to see them hanging out there. And I think it's That's pretty cool.
I think the vibe of the home run derby would be pretty cool just to be there, but it's also expensive as shit.
I can't imagine that going to the All-Star game would not be fun.
Yeah. It's got to be.
You guys know, on a related note, I basically saved the baseball season, if you recall.
Did you fire
I
Rob
do
Thompson?
by asking which Phillies you felt
Well,
were going to be
no.
All-Stars.
I pointed
And
out
since then,
None of
they've
them
all
I
could have
pointed
been.
out the fact
They have
about
multiple?
a month ago that it was likely that we wouldn't have a single All-Star.
Correct.
And someone
Well,
reminded
you have to
me-
have one.
That's what I heard. But then I talked to some recently. They said they got rid of that. Are you sure?
I think you have to have
Yeah,
one.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure you still have one per team.
But since that time, right? Schwarber's a lock. Harper's definitely a lock, right?
Sanchez should be a lot.
Sanchez. Who else? Anybody else?
I don't know what the
Marsh?
Marsh.
Yeah,
Oh, Marsh.
league?
Got- yeah.
Marsh is leading the league in hitting, but I mean,
Yeah.
just I
Yeah,
don't-
that,
he-
there might be too many good outfielders for him.
That's
Yeah,
what I
he'll
mean.
make it as a reserve. I mean, obviously not getting voted in. Well,
If
you
he-
don't think I
it-
helped save
it
it
being
when I
in
kept
Philly-
saying Rob Thompson's on the hot seat, and you all were like, "What do you mean? No, he's not." And I was like, "Is he?" I was like, "Are they going to let him get on the plane
I don't
to
think-
go to the next
I don't
city?"
think we were
You just
defending him.
went to like your volume.
Yeah.
Did you
He went
notice
next
that? You
level
went,
there.
like,
He
so
just
high.
scolded us.
Damn it. Look,
Like, do you
I just
honestly?
want a little credit.
I mean, between me and you, do you honestly think the reason for the team's turnaround is because Rob Thompson's going to Tom Manning? They have the same exact temperament.
Yes and
It's-
no.
It's the same. It's
Yes
the same
and no.
manager.
I
He's
think
doing the same lineups, the same things.
yes and no. I
Hard to
think
tell.
that
I need to be in the
sometimes change and with these teams and doing. I mean, it's the same thing when you fired Girardi and brought in Thompson. Like sometimes just like change.
clubhouse. Yeah, but everyone
is
says that
different.
the dynamic shift between those two guys was dramatic
I
compared
said,
to Thompson. and
Kevin
Manning.
Long was saving all his good hitting tips for when Thompson got. But he didn't like the guy, so he wasn't telling
I
the
mean,
guy.
I know they lost
right
the last two, but they immediately went 16-4, which is
But look
and
at the
not-
teams they played.
I know
They were shit, and
We'll
the two
never know.
teams they played before Thompson got fired were the best two teams in the league. So
We'll
whatever.
never know, but it's
I
Memorial
kinda know.
Day. We're,
Yeah, the Pirates are a good
Guys.
team. They swept the Pirates.
we're swinging into summer, which leads me to bring up this
Jesus.
week's thumbnail.
Where-
episode.
thank you. Where
Look
are
at
you?
that screw face, like he's gonna. He's about to
Listen.
strike out on a low outside.
If-
like who's scared of
Wait,
him?
hold on.
Who's scared of facing him?
If you're
He
li-
talks all this shit. I would strike him out.
Is
with
that a
three pitches.
wiffle
Hold on,
ball
hold on.
bat that he's holding?
if you're
Three
listening,
pitches.
That might be the least intimidating
Yeah,
face.
baseball, not softball. None
Hold
of this
on.
slow pitch softball
Guys,
shit.
hold on. If you're listening
Tired
and
of
you
hearing.
can't see the video screen, please do go look at the YouTube thumbnail for this, because we've got a picture of one Eric Fink who's in the box with his fierce softball stare. This reminds me of the kid from Superbad.
Yeah,
Reminds me of
McLovin?
McLovin?
No,
Yeah.
not McLovin. Not McLovin. The other kid, the main character.
Oh, the
The
other
awkward
tall,
kid.
skinny white
yes.
dude.
Yes, it looks more like him than McLovin. It's not even close.
Oh yeah, geez,
Not even close.
that's a McLovin face.
Yeah,
That's
baby.
really funny.
So Fink, I think Fink retired from softball. He's too busy now.
Yeah, I
he's
think
too
he
busy.
did.
There's no way he can play softball, but he'll tell you he's the best softball player. And we still need to make the Fink versus Mark softball challenge happen.
Well, it's softball,
No softball.
javelin, and
Well, softball's easier.
something else.
I think we should do javelin, but you have to throw something totally random, not an actual javelin. That would be but anyway, we digress. We can barely pull off an episode at the Goodhart firm. The change of that location threw me for a loop. I don't know if I can do
Are
it.
we in between segments? Can I talk about something really quick that was bothering me?
I mean, you could do whatever you want. There's
Is this
no
an
rules
ad
I'm
break?
here.
just
Is this
asking-
an ad break?
No, I'm just
Is this
asking.
Wait, just knock it off. Can you make it a knock it off?
Yeah, all right, knock it off, everybody, right? Because I'm seeing like a Ben Simmons one. I don't know if
Yes,
you
I
saw
saw.
this, but
They're making fun of him on Inside the
What's wrong with
NBA.
that?
first of all, you know what? I despise Ben Simmons, but good for him, man. Is there a cooler thing? He's a multi-millionaire off basketball, and now he's professional fishing and went.
Yeah, if you're hating on him for winning a fishing
Right,
title,
and all-
knock it off.
And all the people making fun of him are like, he won a championship, and here's I started reading about this, right?
We won a championship before the Sixers. That's
No,
the
he didn't
hilarious
win a
part.
championship. This is a league for these are teams of fishermen, and there's like 23 stops before you make it to like the fishing playoffs. This was one of the this is like winning a
Right.
game in football. This isn't winning the champ. He's not a champion. They won one game in their fishing thing, Wait until he gets to the playoffs.
Not a
Then
fishing
he'll
champion.
start passing his rod off to his other teammates, or just throwing his rod in the ocean and go, oh, or
So you
just
had to go
or getting
there.
COVID and not showing up to the boat.
You had to go there. Yeah.
I actually thought.
By the
it was,
way, wait.
I thought it was pretty cool. It was like these 4 dudes and Ben Simmons, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how cool is it that these guys have Ben Simmons on their fishing team?
It looked like
He won
a
it.
championship pickup team at the Jewish Y.
They won an event,
Yeah,
It
an
wasn't
event. It's not a championship.
No, it's like
but
one
it's in the
event.
same way like the PGA Championship last week. Like
Sure.
they
Maybe
whoever
it's a
won
major,
that
maybe
Yeah,
won.
but it
that.
wasn't a major. You get to the playoffs.
Real
They
quick.
have a playoffs
What kind
in
of
this
fish
thing.
did he catch?
I think Marlin. But listen, this just brought back
A Bob
a
Marlin?
distinct memory in my head. You guys remember when Matisse Thybulle used to do the videos in the bubble?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you remember there was one where they went fishing, I think.
Yeah, and he
fumbled. He
the
caught
fish.
like this. Ben Simmons caught this baby little fish,
and he tried to throw it in the ocean and
Yeah,
missed.
and
Like
so
literally.
now-
It wasn't even a joke.
Look how where he's come to. You know?
Like you can't throw it in the ocean.
Give the guy some credit.
Can't hit the broadside of a
Give the
barn.
guy some damn credit. Ben, we
Yeah,
salute
shut
you,
up,
buddy.
Ben, man.
I salute him.
Yo, he's ran through like 7 models. He does nothing but fish and collect money and play video games. Dude,
Yeah.
God bless him.
And if you
How-
need
he's
anyone
living
to help
maybe
on
the
that boat,
greatest
Ben, I'm there, dude.
How-
Just
who are
get me
we?
some Dramamine.
Who are we to hit? You can't handle it. You got puke. It's bad.
At a certain point, like the hatred, I just got to admire the guy. Like,
All right.
it's like the scale of justice.
So I
Listen,
think,
if you think about it, sorry to
That's okay.
keep one more
let's
point.
stay
on
with
this.
the fishing thing.
No. Everyone's hating because at this point, it's like, man, if you can get his job right now, it's a great job if you can get it. Make $100 million,
I don't know that's
do
a
some fishing
job.
and hang out.
Yeah. I don't know that he has.
Are
a
any
job
any
anymore.
big fishermen here? I'm not. I'm asking.
Nah,
you
man.
I don't like it. I don't
I'm
like being
terrible.
in the ocean.
I can't
Terrible
do it.
with it. No patience.
Tying into your summer, Jesse. I know you've been wanting to talk about.
So
summer.
none of the 4 of us are going to fish this summer.
No, but I will. What
I caught
about
a fish last
what
night.
about crabbing? Have you ever gone crabbing? See,
I
I
actually-
love to steam
okay.
crabs. Just to be clear.
So I actually have gone crabbing a lot, only because down in Ocean City, like a block from where we live, is the marsh, and you can just walk back in there and just. My boys were from Maryland, you know, so they had all the crab traps. So we just go in there and crab. But I'm not down with that, to be honest with you. They sit down. I know you're down with this. They sit down and they get everything out and they just start tearing at it, and it looks like it's gross. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what's going on. There's stuff everywhere. I love him out.
I love it. I'm a machine.
Neat. Your
It's a
thoughts.
labor
I
of
love.
love. It's
I
a
don't
labor
go
of love.
crabbing, but
I
my favorite thing.
Jesse wants
My mom
more
used to make
immediate
crab
food.
gravy and spaghetti every summer, but now she doesn't.
You know what? Maybe for the
I have
shore
to, like,
episode, maybe
convince
that's
her to
maybe
I'll
that
do it.
maybe for the shore episode, that's what we should do.
Also-
I get listen. I got to hook up over to our boy
Yeah.
Samuel's.
Let's do it.
I'll get a bushel of live crabs, bring them down there, and I'll steam them.
My
and we'll
problem
do it
is,
up. And I'll teach you how to properly eat it.
Okay.
That's the other thing. If you don't
Yeah.
know how to, if you
It
don't
looks
know
like a
what
lot
you're
of
doing,
work, man.
if you don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
if you know what you're doing and you get the reps in, just like
Yeah.
anything
I like-
else,
gotta
you
get
got to
some
put in the
reps.
reps.
Yeah.
The
And
places
here's the
in,
thing:
in
you need
Baltimore.
a baseball game on, and you need to say, "I'm
Yep.
going 9 innings,
Yep.
get some beers,
9 innings. That's
and
a lot.
kick back, eat crabs, watch a game."
You-
This is
you
like
go
the
to a place in
9-9
Baltimore.
challenge.
That's
I'll eat
summer.
9 crabs.
I know you've been wanting to get to what is summer. What do we
Yeah,
look forward
that's
to?
what
The
it
most?
is.
That's what I look.
That to me.
Yep.
And honestly, even like the All-Star game, when I was growing up, I come from a huge family. My mom was 1 of 9, tons of cousins, and we would all rent this huge house in Virginia Beach, and we would always do it the week of the All-Star game. And I have pictures of like me and literally 15 to 20 of my cousins sitting around the table, like watching the All-Star
You
game.
know what's a factor for
eating
me?
crabs. Like that to me is summer.
My
That's the good
mom was allergic to crab.
shit. Ah,
Okay. And my dad is from Manhattan. You know what I mean? There was no
yeah, they're not.
there was no
yeah,
seafood.
New York's not.
Yeah,
fucking
in our
with that.
family. But I will try anything. But when I see these guys going at it, I'm like, geez, who's gonna clean that up? You know what I mean? It's a wild.
Oh, you could.
situation.
No,
It's
there's
actually
a
not
whole-
hard to
They
clean
put the
up because
newspapers.
yeah,
Roll it
then
up.
you
Yeah.
roll it up.
Yes, roll it up.
Smart.
Open up
What?
the bag.
I was going to say I've been to a few places in Baltimore, and they have like rolls of like just the brown paper, and you just
Right.
roll it in front of you,
Yeah.
and then tear it when you're done.
I'm telling
put
you,
it
for
all
the
up,
shore
and
episode,
toss
we're gonna
away.
do it. All right,
Let's
shore
do it.
episode.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good.
100%.
I think there's gonna be multiple shore episodes at this
I'm in.
point. At least me and Mark are meeting. The deck. Let's get the deck optimized.
I'm all for shore trips because I'm not even renting there for a week this year. I'm a little.
Oh,
little
no
sad.
Wildwood trip?
No,
You said your son's down there this weekend.
yeah. 3 of my sons are going to be down there this weekend.
But you're not.
I'm not.
Wait, no Wildwood week?
No, we decided to skip it this year. I mean, I don't really want to get into it, but my son had a tournament, and my wife has that's a week at her job she can't miss.
Got it.
So we couldn't reschedule it. But
Say
now,
no more.
now I feel like we're going to lose it forever because we had to skip it this year.
Yeah.
No.
We'll
Just
get you
take a
down there,
pause,
buddy.
that's all.
You can
Take a
sleep on
pause.
Mark's deck.
We can-
summer
we're
long
gonna-
if you'd
Anytime you
like.
like.
And the tent, we're gonna set the tents up on Mark's deck.
In
I
fact,
may or may not have fallen asleep on that deck.
if you think about it, we just put the P tent next there, and you have to be in like fetal position, but you're fine.
Oh hell yeah!
We totally good.
That's the bus.
Speaking of which, by the way, this just triggered a memory in my brain. You guys seen these weatherproof pseudo P tents that people are rocking up to baseball games with their kids in? These weather guard John.
Oh, are they P tents or just
they're
like
like
regular?
Okay, so it looks like a P tent, but it's wider and lower.
Correct. And you sit
people
in.
just sit in it.
Yes.
Yo, I was at a game.
I am anti those things. The bubbles.
Yeah,
I'm
it was-
anti those things. Just shut the fuck up. If you can't sit out there and watch
Well,
your
they're
kids
not
in the
talking.
elements,
It's
don't
not about
come.
that.
No, I'm saying the whole thing. It's like, come
Listen,
on,
man,
like
I
we've
gotta
gone
say-
too far. As your dad would say, a nation of fucking pussies.
Whoa,
Like,
I'm getting
Okay,
out.
so-
I'm getting
hold
out
up,
cursed
dude.
by
Don't
Mark
put
and
words-
Tom
What the
today.
hell has
Whoa.
gotten into you?
Don't put words
Man,
in
Where's
his mouth.
Danielle?
Yeah.
Danielle,
Come
Sorry,
get him.
wusses, pussies, same thing.
Wusses.
And
maybe because he's at his own place of business, he's feeling. Is this how you act in your meetings?
No.
My gosh, my dad would never. Anyway,
my
point
bad.
is, look,
Wusses. Sorry.
I gotta say this,
Sorry,
man. I was at a
sorry.
baseball tournament.
Sorry,
it
Your
was
Honor,
40
but-
degrees. It was windy. It was cold. And I look over, and this dude's chilling in the weather, John. And I'm like, imagine if you had a heater in there, you know, and you're just like, shh, work smarter, not harder. I'm just saying.
Nah, come on.
Pretty cool.
I've yet to
With
come
that
across
title
these
of work
things,
better
but
or worse?
I got a
I
video.
don't approve.
Yeah.
I don't approve of them.
Yeah.
I can picture it in my mind, and it just seems very antisocial and corny.
All right. So we talked a little bit. We talked a little bit about the All-Star festivities. The other major events going is the World Cup. I feel bad on this one. I just have never. I know people are so excited about this. It's such a big deal, and I just feel bad. People are asking me about it. I'm like,
Well, that's because you're not
You guys.
not a soccer person. I'm not a
Right.
soccer person per se
Right.
either. I will say this, and this is when I kind of got into soccer a little bit. Was I think it was whatever 2004, maybe 2006. It was in Germany or somewhere, and I had a group of friends that they would come over and would watch it. It'd be like 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and we would come over and watch the games. And that was really cool. And to see how excited the rest of the world gets and to see how crazy they all get. And also going back to that time, I don't know if you remember. Do you remember Pronto, the Bruno Brothers Pronto used to be on 9th Street? When I first moved to Philly,
Oh, they had the big screen. I was down there for a
Dude,
few games.
I
Oh,
first moved to
so much
Philly,
fun,
and I
man.
would walk by, and this was even before the World Cup, it'd just be like a random ass Tuesday. And I'd look in and I'd see all these dudes in there with their heads up watching the TV. And I was like, what are they doing in there? And it was all
I
like
was there a
Johnny
few
Z
times.
and Carla and all
Yeah.
those dudes sitting there watching soccer all the time. And that kind of got me into it because I just fed off of their energy and how excited they got, even though I didn't like, I didn't
Yeah,
care.
you know what?
I
I'm
haven't
not
had
a-
that experience. Look,
Well,
here,
if-
real quick. There it is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
See?
If
yeah, that's
if
corny.
Jesse, just as a
No,
preview
bro.
to
Bubble
summer,
boy.
if you want to spend time on the deck, the World Cup's going to be on.
I'm not against.
I am a
it.
huge soccer person, and some of you may not even know this, that I'm a huge women's soccer fan as well. Having worked for the Philadelphia Charge, shout out Charge.
Whose season tickets do you have?
But it's an event like none other. And I'm not saying that because it's in the United States. Like
It's the
it's
largest event.
unbelievable.
It is.
It's
the lar-
every day.
Hands down.
It's
biggest
all
event in the world.
day.
here to debate that.
And
I agree.
it's drama, it's
Right.
passion, the fan bases. Now it'll be interesting to see how it does in America. I mean, I guess these stadiums are going to end up being full. The tickets are way too expensive.
FIFA said the 94 World Cup was the most profitable one ever,
Wow.
which was the last time. it
So
was
so
here.
we'll see. And we'll see who's in the stands.
yeah, but
But
do we know who the games are here? Because there's some
Yeah.
some are pretty random. right?
Haiti, Venezuela. I can't. I had this.
no, Brazil and France both are in Philadelphia for games.
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah.
Might go.
And some of these
Tickets are
teams that you
outrageous.
don't think are as good are really good, and they have really big followings. You know,
Cote
Nigeria,
Ecuador, Brazil,
Ecuador
Haiti,
has
France,
a big following.
Iraq, Curacao, Croatia, and Ghana.
No, I'm not.
Ghana
Really,
is an awesome
They're
team,
good.
and they have a really good following too. The African teams, Nigeria, they're really good.
Well, thing is, I'm just I can't we all have spent a decent amount of money just on going to the game, the sports we follow and the teams that we love. The idea of going to one of these games, how much are the tickets going for these games? $1,000 minimum, right?
No, you can get in the door for under 500.
Okay, yeah, so that's like playoff.
You can
It's like
get
Eagles
lower
playoff.
level for 400 or 500.
All right,
Not just get in, get in.
okay.
But each one of these games arguably is as big or bigger than an NFL playoff game.
Yeah, it's an experience, man. I love the
Not
World
to
Cup.
me. I get what you're saying.
But you would. But if you went, you would. You. And I say this as somebody that's never been, but just knowing how you get into it. Like if you got in there and you felt all that, I know I would go nuts. It would be so cool.
I mean, I've been to some of these friendlies the past couple of years at the Link as they were like playing games there to lead up to it, and they're amazing. And it's not the U.S. playing; it's Barcelona against Sweden or whatever, and or a Swiss team, and it's amazing. It really is amazing.
Well, so
I may force you to go to a game so you can experience it.
Let's go. Force me.
I got 4 tickets to Thursday, June 25th, and there's 4 of us, man.
Whoa.
I mean,
For who?
Wait, yeah. How did you do that?
It might be
Ivory
out of town that day,
Coast
as I told
versus
you.
Ecuador or some shit like that.
Game.
Yes,
Baby.
I'm in.
Section 111, right behind the goal.
We actually-
Row like 12.
We actually have some connections to Cote d'Ivoire too. That's where Justin Fishman, shout out KB Foundation, that trip they do every year.
Yeah.
That's where they go. They go to the Ivory Coast. We actually
Wow.
have a relationship with a lot of the government officials over there.
It's up.
There's a rooting interest.
Sounds
There
like
it
you've got a
goes.
tailgate to go to.
Yeah,
Yes. Tailgate.
It's an option, fellas.
There you go.
Cook up
we're in.
some
Say no
food.
more. The best
All right.
ability is availability. Sorry, Rock. Sorry, Fink.
Oof. I got the pickleball tournament a couple days after that, so just have to make sure
A
that
couple days after that.
What kind of
It's a
weak
lot of
ass
work.
shit is
it's a
that?
lot of work. See, I'm trying to get out of it. Pathetic. Nah, look, pencil me in. Let's go. What's is that at night?
We'll talk about it.
Is that
Yeah,
at night?
yeah, it's got
I
it.
think it's 5 p.m. 'cause I was looking because
That's good. That's early. You know what I mean?
You can be in bed by 9.
Yes.
And
Love it.
I think isn't Philly like the only city where they're allowing tailgating before the?
Oh, really?
And the bars are
Soft.
open. This is something about
That
summer.
starts June
When
1st.
does it start?
I think June 1st.
June 1st. What's funny about that is they're doing it for the World Cup. The World Cup starts on like the 14th, but the bars start staying open till 4
They
on
got to
June 1st.
operationalize it. You know what I mean? They got to operationalize it. That is an interesting byproduct of this. So that'll make it fun for some people. I don't recommend.
Although
by the
I-
way,
not-
don't stay out until 3 or 4 and be walking around. That's a bad idea. Just get out of there.
I will say this from a business perspective, as somebody who lived and breathed the whole hospitality side of the Pope. Remember all the lead up to the Pope?
Did they? I
It's
can't
going to be
remember.
this huge economic boom for the
Tom.
city.
I can't remember. Did they open the bars late for the Pope too?
Oh no, no, they
Just for the Pope.
Yeah.
set up blocks and you couldn't get into Center City really.
Right. It was
And
like
so we had to load up all this product, and it was literally 2 hours into the first day, and I'm like, these people are just pilgrims, man. Like they're not customers; they're here to like holler at Jesus. There was so many people that just kept walking right by, and eventually just all looked at each other, talked to all the other vendors, and we're like, there's no way we're going to get rid of all this product. Like we all
Was
just have to
Parkway
eat it.
open
So
then?
we just started giving it. No, this was on Sansom.
Got it.
When I was in,
So people are concerned about that for the World Cup as well. Like,
be
it-
too much,
is,
much of a
is it
clusterfuck.
going to be? Yeah, correct.
Oh, I
Are
don't
we
like
going to
that. I
see the
definitely don't
financial
like
boom
that.
that we
Yeah,
are?
but I would say the people coming to see the Pope versus soccer hooligans, and they're called hooligans in a nice way,
respectfully,
different clientele.
right?
Indeed.
You know,
Indeed. I would expect an economic boom. which
I
I'm here
have a
for.
funny story. I won't tell the long version because you'll kill me. But when I was in law school,
Truth.
my buddy had an apartment right off the Parkway, and it was Live 8. I don't know if you guys remember Live 8.
That's
So
Larry Maggots thing. I
yeah,
think.
so we went to Sam's Club and bought like
No.
300 cases.
Live Aid.
Yeah, Live
Live
8
Aid.
was
No,
the same,
Live
same thing.
8.
Live 8. It was
It
the
was the eighth.
reincarnation of Live 8.
I know. I think Live Aid was the one that
He did Live 8 as well.
Okay.
But we went and bought like 200 cases of water because it was gonna be like 100 degrees, and we were like, we're gonna sell bottles of water and we're gonna retire. And I think we like made our money back and had like 100 cases of water left over.
We've all been there.
Are they in the refrigerator over there with a beer?
I started a digital postcard business one time down the shore.
By the way, Danielle said Mark can't be controlled.
This is clear. She can only hope to contain him. Wait, where is she? Where are you seeing
I
that?
texted her.
They have a
I
private
said,
text
you need to
chain.
settle. No, I said you need to settle Mark down.
Oh my
settled.
gosh!
She's
Did you
like, I
tell
can't-
her what he's saying?
I'm not listening. He can't be settled down.
What is he saying? Anyway, I want to report
one letter.
on my second 2023 Michelob Ultra. I'm feeling okay.
Yeah, if there's not an episode last week, it's because we've passed on
You
from.
mean next week?
Next week.
Yeah.
See, they're already moving backwards.
Mark is going to the source for more.
Trying to get rid of these for 3 years.
Okay, so really what I meant though, when I was talking about looking
Summer.
forward into the summer and previewing the summer, I meant for us to talk about the Phils. Got about 10 minutes left on our fictitious cutoff timing. And we got to get into the Phils because needless to say, in the last couple of weeks, things have turned around a lot as compared to where they were. And it was looking like summer was going to be miserable, that we would be desperately waiting for the Eagles season to start. And now it looks like the Phils are back in play. And we debated a little, I think, already about whether it was, Mattingly. So I guess we did do a little Phils. But my question to you guys is, where are we on this in terms of what we think the rest of summer is going to look like? I think the options are very similar to what it's been in the past. They're a solid team. They're winning. They're going to make the playoffs, but it doesn't really matter, right? Or, is what we've seen over the past couple weeks a bit of a mirage? They really are more the team that struggled out of the gate and things are going to go sideways. And really the question I have is, do we have any chance of having any sort of magical run through the summer and beyond?
Have zero expectations. That's the key. I have zero expectations.
Do you have zero, or
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
advising people to have zero?
No, both.
I'm starting to feel a little ill in my stomach. I just want to put that on the record.
That's what made the Sixers playoff run much more enjoyable. It's just like I literally expected nothing from that team, but just because I'm so beaten down from 22 and 23.
Okay,
well,
but
for the Phillies,
okay.
22 and 23, I literally expect nothing.
All
from
right,
them.
so I actually think it is very analogous, meaning I can't expect nothing because I'm irritated, by the past, and I want them to rewrite the narrative on all of this crap that we've dealt with where they've come up short, right? Especially with the Phillies. Sixers are different, right? Because Sixers never got past the damn second round. But with the Phillies, they made it to the World Series. They made it to NLCS.
With the
Made it
same
to
guys.
Division Series.
With the same
boom,
guys.
Boom, they're coming down backwards, right? So I'm extra pissed off. And I feel like I know where Meach is at on this, right? They ran it back. They didn't make any, I feel like even if the Phillies were doing well right now, Meach, you'd probably be like, well, yeah, they're going to make the playoffs and they're going to dry up. They're not going to be able to hit. And so
see,
how can we be not there?
That's not the opinion I had at the beginning of the year. I was more confident this year. That's why the beginning of the season, it really shocked me how shitty they played. And it was like sloppy shitty. But the way they're playing now, damn, I went through the whole podcast without cursing. I wanted Tom and Mark to beat me.
You
I just
just
said
did it?
shitty twice. Now the
Wow.
third time,
That's
I'm
That's
in a
not
league.
even a Meach curse.
Right.
The cumulative.
It's a horrible way to lose this.
We got a long
I
way
want
to
to say
go.
thank you for that, though. Thank you.
But anyway,
Is what I said a curse?
you said effing twice.
Wow.
And then I think you
went
said
louder.
a-hole.
You went with the, the cat word. Which
Yeah.
is,
And then you
Yeah, I'm saying
you
that's
told
not a
them
crime.
you
might
told
not be
them
allowed
to,
to say
you
that
told them
anymore,
to
man.
shut the F up when they're in a bubble and they can't say anything. And you wouldn't hear them if they talked. But I digress.
Yeah, indeed.
Well,
I
sometimes
think
doing is speaking.
I think this Phillies team, how they're playing right now, is how they are supposed to be playing. My biggest two concerns, though, are Nola and Painter. I don't think either of them have it. Especially Painter's. Like, I don't see that. I mean, Cole Hamill struggled when he
Luzardo's
came up,
struggled
but
a
you
little bit.
saw
Everybody does.
but I don't see that glimmer of hope in him. Even Nola's last start, like there was a few at bats, man. He still knows how to paint the corners, and he fools guys with speed. I don't think Painter even has that.
All right, so wait,
Experience
I got a
yet.
great
What about the
question.
fourth
Hold
and
on.
fifth
Meach,
starters?
Hold on. I got a
Meach,
great question.
Aaron Nola's ERA
7.4.
6.01. He's not fooling anybody.
All right, but I actually have a good
No,
question.
there was a couple like I watched the game, and there was a couple batters he struck out because he still got that pitch. But I mean, it's few and far in between now. It's not.
All right, but on the back of what you're saying, I want to pose a question to you, because when I'm thinking, all right, Yeah, like if Nola's fully cooked, which it kind of looks like he is, that sucks. But if we make the playoffs, we're not going to need 5 starters.
Right. Yeah.
But here's my question.
But you need him to
But
get
hold
through
on.
the
You
year.
got a Nola.
You need 4.
You got a Nola who kind of limps through it, has a terrible ERA. And then you got Painter. And the question is, if you go in the playoffs, who'd you rather give the ball to? You know?
What's the third option?
There's no third option.
Yeah, I
Nola
mean,
or
well,
Painter.
and listen, it's
I think it's still gonna
way
be
too
Nola.
early in the season to decide that.
I'm just saying.
I could be completely wrong on Painter. I'm a friggin' idiot. I'm not a
Well-
judge of talent. I never claim to be a good scout, but what I see by watching him doesn't impress me.
All right.
If you've got his ERA is 5.83, I mean, that's the thing about baseball is like that ERA doesn't lie. Like,
And when you can't get out of the 5th or 6th inning, you're really not that serviceable of a pitcher.
I gotta be honest with you. There were times this year when I was like, "Damn, it looks like Painter is just gonna be. He's just struggling with major league pitching, right, and hitting, whatever." But he seems to have battled enough. You know, he has decent outings, and I feel like with a young guy, especially, you have to give him the opportunity to work through that and to get deep into a season. And so, on the one hand, I think Painter still has a ton of upside. On the other hand, I'm like, well, Nola's been there, and if there's somebody you want to give the ball to in the playoffs, is it the young guy? And we'll see. The rest of the season, there's still a lot there.
Well, they would just be on a short leash.
Yeah.
You know, whoever won, like, look at what the Dodgers did. You know, they were bringing out relievers and using them as starters.
But I guess
I think what's
say
interesting
this-
about the Phillies as an organization, sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah,
is I'm not there on Painter yet because he is so new. I mean, he's 40 some innings in his career. But I look at Painter almost like I look at Bryson Stott. Like, just because the Phillies tell me he's good doesn't mean he's good.
Mhm.
And like they've been telling us
been good.
that Bryson's who
Bryson Stott has been good.
when 4 years ago for like a month. I mean,
He's never really improved. He hasn't improved since then.
like
He's
He
the
hasn't-
same or
he
worse.
hasn't
I
sustained.
mean, he's good
You can't- I was
defensively,
gonna say, you
but
just
like
can't disregard the fact that he's just such a nasty fielder, man. I'm sorry, but whatever.
I mean,
he should
you,
be playing shortstop.
you
If
can.
the Phillies lose, it's not going to be because of Bryson Stott.
but it's because of like a bunch of Bryson Stotts,
That's
right?
because Schwarber, Harper, and Turner go 168 again in the playoffs.
Fair enough,
Like,
but it's
that's-
also because it's a bunch of guys that they keep telling you are good aren't that good. Like Alec Boehm, like Bryson Stott, like, you know, whoever else they roll out there.
Adolis Garcia sucks on offense, but I'll tell you
but
what.
he's to say he's got a cannon.
He's got a cannon, and he's a hell of a fielder,
Yeah.
man. Like
And he's
he made a
so
play. He made a play in the
And he's
corner in
jacked.
right field. I was like, "There's no way that ball's even going to stay in play." And if it does, and he fucking caught it, and he did it kind of easily.
Oh, man.
You know, you get late in these shows,
I know,
just
the ultras start hitting.
These
man.
things are 2.5%.
The data-
But,
the
but I think
dated
we can say
ultras.
this, okay? Here's the good news, right?
I think the best day might
Wait,
be
by the
higher
way,
in alcohol in these.
Before Schwarber sat out a couple games, why is he sitting out again?
He's ill.
Illness.
It's weird. He had a charity thing.
I know it's a little odd.
He should have sat in the dugout with one of those ill shirts from
That's
2007.
a good idea, man. That's good.
And a fucking dunce cap.
No, it is
so
odd.
did
He-
I just
Yeah.
cursed again.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
It is
Turn
odd.
my mic off.
He couldn't. I think I could do that by pulling on this wire.
Turn the whole thing off.
He did do that
Disconnect the
charity
show.
event, but he's missed 3 games in a row. It's a
Yeah,
little odd.
Okay.
I can't fault
But
him for that.
before-
No, I'm not faulting him. I'm just saying.
But before all that, he was on a pace that hit 69 homers.
Yeah.
Right. It's weird because he
6'7".
started, if you recall, he started a little bit slow, and you're thinking, geez, we science guys, he still have it. And then he's on such a tear. So I think the good news is we are positioned for a very enjoyable
Schwarb summer.
summer, just because we're gonna have the All-Star game. Schwarber's gonna be in the home run derby, right? He's gotta be.
I think he said he would do it this year at home.
Who knows?
He's gotta
what these
be.
guys
That'll
feel
be
like
fun,
doing.
right? We're gonna have a
Bones-
lot of
Bones not going to
All-Stars.
do it again.
I think
Bones away.
I think the Phils are going to be good enough that it's going to be exciting. Where they go from there, we don't know. You know what we didn't get to do? Let's do it real quick. Last week, the Eagles' schedule came out. Okay.
Win.
17 and 0.
By the
Fink,
way,
we need
Fink's
you.
not here.
That's in honor of Fink. 17 and 0.
By the way, Fink's hollow promise to
I
join remote
know.
has
I have an Eagles
proven
question.
BS again. Go ahead.
If the trade goes down that they're talking about now, the AJ for Brian Thomas, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I would be lying if I said I
I don't-
really know
I don't know
how
that
good
fool.
Brian Thomas is. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I can't say.
Yeah, as long as a first comes with it, I don't care if it's
That-
Brian Thomas or Booty. Well, aren't those the two wide
or
receivers? we're
Blair
talking-
Thomas.
Yeah,
we have enough. We have a
Eton Thomas.
bunch of people
What about Eton Thomas?
in the
Lisa
wide
Thomas,
receiver.
Laurie. I don't care who it is.
That's good. That's good. No, but real quick thoughts on the schedule. I did see somebody
Thomas Jefferson.
Somebody sent me this.
In honor of the Semiquincentennial, we could trade for Thomas
Sesky.
Jefferson.
Skepta, the rapper,
Yeah.
will be on hand for the Sesquicentennial.
The Saskatchewan Centennial.
No, but someone sent me this tweet that showed that the Eagles play 4 teams that are coming off a bye, right? And there's 14 teams that don't play any teams coming off a bye. Did you see this?
Yeah, the schedule looks a little unfair.
Again, we've had
Making them play on Christmas
I was
Eve
just gonna
night
say,
is just pure
Real
evil.
quick, thumbs up, thumbs down, Christmas Eve night.
Me for a viewer, thumbs up. For a fan of the like,
Yeah, but
just
wait.
thinking of them.
Why? Then
it
you,
sucks.
but then you get Christmas Day, the day after off. So it's good, some good family.
But
time.
Meech, also, you're going to plan on watching that at home, right?
No, we go over. Here's another. It's late in the show. There's a little announcement. It's pretty fucking cool. There's another curse, but this is curse.
Well, you're
words.
having a
really
sixth
fucking
kid?
cool.
No,
Hell yeah.
my niece. I'm not going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
her
Oh.
name because I don't think
It's not
you're
a good
allowed
idea.
to. The Eagles
Also,
have to
you
announce
know
it. She made the Eagles cheerleading squad.
Meech's niece.
I think they only brought like 4 new girls on or something, and this is her second year trying
Well,
out. Last year,
interestingly-
she almost made it,
Can you call them girls?
but it's her.
They.
No,
You have
like
to call
women.
them- you have to
Well,
call
I
them-
have
you to
something
call
to
them them.
report. My nephew is also joining the Eagles cheerleaders.
Way to
They
go.
can't tell I'm
Yeah.
serious.
For progressive reasons, we're all just going to clap. But anyway,
He is.
it's her
His
house
name
that I
is
go
Geraldo.
to. It's her house, my sister's house that I go to for Christmas
Ronaldo
Eve.
Rendell.
So she won't be there this year. She'll be cheerleading.
That's awesome.
That's
Let me ask
great.
you a question. If I were to offer you a ticket to the game on Christmas Eve, what does that do for you?
I don't know.
Can't.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd take it. I love Christmas Eve with the fam. I really
You
do.
gotta talk
You're
to
not
your-
going to go to the game?
No, it's funny. It hasn't.
It has to be one of your Jewish
hasn't
friends.
been discussed
it
yet.
can't be a Gentile.
It hasn't been discussed yet.
I mean, I think it would be cool to go to it.
Christmas Eve is magic for us.
Okay, but can we talk about this real quick? We go from
I can invite
Se-
Jess.
I'm,
Listen to
half, you
this.
can, I'm gonna say
Can I
I'm
invite
just
Jess?
half. Yeah, you can take Jess.
Listen, we go from Seattle on the Sunday before short week, Christmas Eve, Texans. That's not great.
No.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's deep in the season.
Tough teams.
Yeah. All right. So what about road trips? Anybody?
Nashville, I think.
Everyone says, I've been to Nashville, but I've never like spent time.
I'd rather go to.
Isn't that week 2 though?
Yeah,
That's
it's not a
early.
good time.
London?
I'd rather go to London, although London's early too.
Chicago?
I'd rather
Early
go
it
to
is.
Chicago.
Chicago.
I'd
Yeah,
like to go to
Chicago would be a cool road
late,
trip.
late September.
Is that a Monday night?
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think it
sure.
is.
Yeah,
Wait,
it
that's
is.
September? Man, these are all front loaded.
Wow.
Buddy of mine's talking about Arizona. You know, that's fun.
Well,
That'd be
Play some
fun.
golf.
Yeah.
I was talking to my buddy about Arizona.
I'd go to
'cause he
Dallas.
lives
I've
out
never been
there.
to Dallas. I'd like to see Jerry World.
I don't think I'd go to Dallas because if like we somehow lost, it'd be like the saltiest feeling ever.
Well, that's Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, you're right. Not going to that.
just forget all the holidays. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be too busy going to Chargers games, honestly.
I know. Seriously, go Bolts, bolt up. By the way, I'm on like the Chargers email something since I went to that game. You know what I mean? I've been told the Chargers stuff. Do you
Just
want
for me,
By the way,
just
do
for me transferring you a ticket.
yeah. Do you want to do you want to throw a shout out? I mean, look, we got to. Okay, let me back up because we're getting to the end here. We've got a lot of great events going on this summer, including a couple things that Mark and I are both involved with. We have the MTWB Pickleball Tournament in Sea Isle, which is Saturday, June 27th. It's a wonderful event. Got a lot of media personalities, Eagles out there. If you're into pickleball, you should come. It's awesome. You get a team, sponsor, whatever. We got the MTWB concert in July. Pavement, Kurt Vile, bands that are very well established.
I'll be there.
People are very excited about that. So that's going to be July 24th, 25th. And Mark, I know you got a
That's
event.
that's back at the Dell, right?
That's right. Dell
Yeah.
Music Center, which is beautiful.
Legendary.
Pre-show tailgate in the park. It's legit.
Legendary.
Everybody's got to
venue.
come. Mark, I know you got some stuff going on. Why don't you
We
shout it
got
out?
the Tier Tart free football camp at West Philly High School, June 20th. If anyone is interested in having their kids
What are the ages for that?
It's 8 to 14,
8 to
7 to 14.
And is
8
that-
to 14.
I don't know anything about the football camps. I assume that's like no pads, right? They just
No pads. It's drills.
I
There
can't
will
get in
be-
there. I
You
can't?
can get in, but you have to watch.
Okay. I was just
And
thinking,
but your son can play.
can I run through some like
um,
rubber pads or something? Or
I'm not sure what that means, but anyway,
The old neck guard, the neck.
yes,
Oh,
get
the-
my neck
yeah.
rolls.
The Brian
out.
Cox
if
neck
anybody
roll.
has children who want to come out and meet NFL players, meet college coaches, meet high school coaches, have fun, eat Fink's hoagies. Thank you, Eric and Mr. Fink, for always
Busy with the
supporting a
hoagies.
good cause. And if anyone's interested in giving back to the youth of Philadelphia that might need some help,
And
reach out.
if any ladies want to meet NFL players, there's an after
there's
party
an after
featuring
party.
DJ Durag.
Exactly.
So-
DJ
No,
Durag.
I thought he
is in.
retired.
He's
No,
retiring at
it's
the end of the summer.
year.
End of the
Okay.
year.
It's in a year.
DJ Durag. There'll
What's
be
he
a
like,
party.
LeBron? He needs a.
And I'm hoping
Retirement tour.
if he gets into town in time, I'm hoping that we will have Tier himself on the podcast the week leading up to the camp.
Oh, well, let me get that on this calendar. So I'm, planning for that. We got to figure out where to do it.
Have him down here at HQ.
Yeah, we might have to. Mark, you just do it one-on-one. The Tierra interview. Can we get Drew to come?
See what we can do.
Let's think about it.
Don't hold
All
your
right.
breath.
And here's my short recommendation for the end of the show. There's a new show on Apple TV. It's called Widow's Bay. It's like a horror comedy type of show. It's about an island off the coast of Massachusetts that's haunted. It is so good. It's so
Really?
clever. It's so well written.
What's a haunt? Like, give me another example of a horror comedy. Like Scream?
No, that's
I
it's
don't get the two together.
yeah. It's
it like
it's a
Jump
very
Stop
rare. It's a very
horror, or is it
yeah.
like-
Like there's very classic
Jump scare?
horror.
Jump scare, that's what it is.
I was like,
nods.
what is jump stop?
Like
As if you get
We're
jumped.
taking
on
it
the
back
shit.
to Jalen Brunson.
Baller's ball.
it's
Make it
hard.
help.
It's hard to even explain. You have to watch it. The humor is very sharp. It's not like laugh out loud, like jokey humor. It's just very sharp dialogue humor. But the story's hilarious. Matthew Reese, I don't know if you know who he is. He's the lead.
He's incredible in The Americans.
Yeah, he's the
You
man.
seen The Americans?
Yeah,
Americans is amazing.
it's awesome, and he's going to win an Emmy for this show. He's unreal in it. And Stephen Root,
he's
who's
incredible.
like my acting hero, he's in it as well. He plays like the town cuckoo, knows all the lore. It's
All right.
so cool.
We heard it there. What was it
Widow's
called?
Bay.
Meech.
It's on Apple TV. There's 5 episodes right now, but next Wednesday there's 2 episodes.
DM
coming
Meech
out.
will give you his login.
This is the thing.
Episode 4.
How does one watch Apple TV?
Episode 4 is one of the cleverest, most well-written shows I've ever seen in television history.
All right.
I believe me.
I watched it about 6 times
Do you
already.
pay
But
for
one
Apple
episode.
TV?
Well, I pay
Yeah.
for it through Amazon. I get like that and MGM Plus. I don't know. I don't know how.
Who knows? Just don't look at your.
Yeah, I
credit card
don't look
statement.
at my bill.
Meech has
Uh,
whatever the modern day equivalent is of like the wire that used to get that like get you all the channels. I'm sure he's got the
I
same
don't.
thing.
You know,
I don't know what that
wish
is.
I was
Rocky
clever.
just
I
he
can't-
just watches a Korean stream feed. That's on.
Right.
It's true. Just ask.
Yeah,
him. He'll
I
tell
wish
you.
I had that ability now, but I'm a washed.
I feel confident that if you recommend something, the chances of it absolutely sucking are very slim.
It's
So,
incredible. There's a 100% guarantee.
Didn't
you'll
you
like it.
recommend Barry to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed Barry.
And
Really-
this is on the same vibe as Barry.
All right.
all right. Well,
Actually, the guy who
listen.
directed the first 3 episodes of this directed 2 episodes of Barry.
on that note, that was our summer preview show, folks. And
Widow's Bay,
Yeah,
Apple
Widow's
TV.
Bay.
Get it.
What we will do next week, I don't know. We're getting into the summer, so we're going to start doing some fun stuff down the shore. Eagles stuff's going to
I
heat
know what
up
next
here.
week is.
Is it June?
Farewell.
Well, it's going to be. It might be our last. Well, we'll probably do a couple. after that.
Yeah. That's
We're not there yet,
Yeah,
but
it's
we
not
might.
now.
We might have some special things cooked up, but we're not sure yet. But either way, the point is, we're getting closer and closer to bird season. We're getting right into the heart of the semi-quincentennial celebration. So everybody locked in.
so
for
obnoxious.
that, all right. And I have a great story that my dad told me that I forgot to tell, and I'm going to tell that in the next episode. I'm gonna leave
Ooh,
everybody
teaser.
hanging. It's about
Teaser.
the truth is July 4th
To be
is
continued.
really not the day that we became a country.
Wow.
So
I think
They
you need
signed
to
it on,
wear
like,
one of those
July
fluffy
2nd.
white things.
So
when you tell the
none
story.
of us are
no.
real.
You need to go get Ben Franklin himself. He's still riding around on his bike.
yeah,
Get him down here. While you
that's
tell
not
the
a bad
story.
idea. Let's
Or we'll
invite
go to
him.
Betsy Ross' house.
Let's do it. Love it. All right, folks.
And we're
Thanks for
gonna trade
everybody
for
tuned
Thomas
in.
Jefferson.
We appreciate you keep hanging out with us. Everybody have a great Memorial Day
Until
weekend.
next time.
Be safe.
Love you.
Be
Bye.
safe.
Who
Be
cares if
good.
the weather sucks?
Auf
Hang out with your
Wiedersehen.
friends.
Eat a hamburger.
And